Hello my lovies, welcome to my mid-year stationery favorites of 2024. I have a lot of stuff to show you in no particular order. These are all items that I use daily and I don't want to live without them. So let's just jump in. I have to say one thing though, I'm quite minimalistic when it comes to journaling and planning. So I do have decorational things like stickers, but I rarely use washi tapes. I have a few of them and I tend to not use them at all. So you will see a lot of practical stuff. So if that's your vibe, keep on watching. Here we go. So first up is this Tepra Lite label printer. It's by a brand called King Jim. I found it on penstore.nl. It is very easy to use. It has this cute little baby blue color, not baby boo, but baby blue, which is one of my favorite colors. And it's very simple to use. You can click it open and then you can add some batteries and tape. Right now I have clear tape in here and I bought a bunch of them. And you can also add tapes that are more colored or with print. So for example, I have a pink version here. And I also use that for some labeling. And the reason why I got this label printer is because mainly for these boxes. So this has nothing to do with stationery, but I want to show you how I use this label printer. So as you can see, these are beads and they're part of my new hobby and potentially my new web shop because I work behind the screen all day and I'm craving something with products that I can hold in my hands. I mean, listen to this. Ooh, bead ASMR. But yeah, I love working with my hands after sitting a whole day behind a screen. And because all the beads have different sizes, names, and colors, I started, organizing them in these little organizers. And with this label printer, I can make sure I know exactly which bead it is and what size, so I can reorder them quickly and not make any ordering mistakes because beads are expensive. Next up is my Hobonichi Weeks. It is the planner I use every day. I really love it so much. I did share in my mid-year Techo Kaigi that I might switch to a Han or a cousin because I would like to turn my planner also in a bullet journal because I now have a separate bullet journal and it's not really working for me. Not anymore. So yeah, Hobonichi Weeks planner is thebomb.com. And then I recently bought another one and I've been using that for one positive thing a day, which I used to do in my big journal. I will tell you about that a little bit more in a separate video. But I've been journaling for 2 weeks and just writing at least one positive thing a day to train my brain and to really realize how well things are going. And that's been very beneficial to me. So I have 2 Hobonichi Weeks. This one is the new one, which I use for daily journaling. And we will do that in an upcoming video together because it's fun. And as you can see, I've been using some stickers, but still very minimal because if there's too much on a page, I get annoyed. Anyway, Hobonichi Weeks, definitely one of my favorite planners ever. This is my 4th one, so that tells you something. Talking about planners, I have this stamp that I had made on Etsy. You can order your own stamp. The designs are pre-made, but then you can add your name or company name or whatever. But they call this an ex libris stamp, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. But what it basically is a stamp to stamp all your books with, so that if you lend out a book, people know that it's yours. So I've been using this to mark all my journals, and it looks really cool. How cute is that? So I've been archiving my journals that I've finished with this stamp and basically marking my territory. And it's a really fun gift to give too, because I had one made for a friend of mine who got her PhD, and I didn't know what to give her, and then I noticed she had a lot of books. I was like, you know what, let me give her an ex libris stamp, because she probably is gonna buy way more books and exchange them with friends, and this way she can keep track of them all. It's a pretty big stamp, as you can see, but you know, go big or go home. So if you want one, find it on Etsy. It is pretty cool to have your own stamp. So next up is not this cover, but what is in there, and that's all of these little pictures. And these are pictures I took on my phone, and I printed them out on my Canon Selphy. So the Canon Selphy, I have the pink version. There's also a black and white, I think, but that is one of my favorite stationery items, more like an electronic device actually, but it's made journaling so much more fun. If you've seen my timeline journal, you know how I use these little pictures, and they're not too thick, but they're like, the paper is sturdy enough to hold the shape. And so I really like this Canon Selphy printer. You can make different sizes. You see, like this one is a square, this one is bigger. And so I highly recommend the Canon Selphy. They probably have like a newer version than I have at this point, but it's still really cool. You don't need to buy ink. You do need some special paper, because I think it works like one of those sticker printers, like the thermal ones, but then with color. So really cool, really cool. And so yeah, I highly recommend getting yourself a little photo printer like that, because you know, all those pictures that you take on your phone, you don't want them to hang out there. I mean, I don't. I like knowing apparently what kind of soup I had and putting that in my journal. So that is a really big favorite of mine, and I use it every month. And then I print, like you see, a whole bunch of pictures that I can then use whenever I want or please. And it's nice to have like a little, like a stash of pictures that I pre-approved and then can give a nice spot in my journals. While we're here, we're gonna talk about stickers real quick. One of my favorite sticker brands is Suatelier, and I have a lot of sticker sheets by them. I love how cute and dainty the stickers are. They're perfect for in Hobonichi Weeks, because the Hobonichi Weeks is quite dainty as well. So these are also, I think, Suatelier. And let me see, these ones are definitely Suatelier. These little ladies going through life. I just love them so much. And yeah, Suatelier stickers are definitely my favorite sticker brand. And I also ordered like 60 more stickers, which you will see in a new haul video. So stay tuned. But if we're talking about stationery faves and stickers that I actually use, they're usually by Suatelier. And I realized that it's a Korean brand. And yeah, I think I've mentioned before that I'm studying Korean, so I'm trying to support Korean brands over here. Yeah, so Suatelier, and now I have to make sure I get everything back in here because it's a little meshy. It's a little meshy. Come on, man. Come on, get back in here. All right, so more stickers, but I also want to point out that this Hobonichi photograph holder is actually one of my stationery faves. So I love these photo holders, and as you can see, I've been using them to store a lot of my stickers. And so if you're looking for a cute way to store your stickers, as you can see, these photograph albums are not that big. They're easily to carry and bring with you. I highly recommend. These are by Hobonichi, so you can find them on the Hobonichi website. And if you're in Europe, I got them from penstore.nl, and I have stash because it sells out quite quickly. So if you can get yourself a few, do it. Usually when I order something on penstore.nl, I just order a little bit more so that I have extras. Now that you know that this photograph album is one of my stationery faves, we should look inside, because you probably already recognize the TheCoffeeMonsterzCO. I use these stickers a lot. I just think they're very cute. Then next up is this brand by TwotheMoonCo, or the brand is TwotheMoon, and you can find them on Etsy, and they have their own website, and they have a lot of cute stickers. I will say I don't really dig the quality so I don't think I'll buy them again, but I have been using these every day. So I guess I do really like them until I run out of them, and then I will find something that I like better because the quality is not that great. But the stickers themselves, as in the illustrations, I do really love and like. But I already found out who makes these illustrations, and apparently you can buy them and then print your own stickers. So that's pretty awesome. There's one more thing that I like about TwotheMoonCo, and that's the script stickers that she makes. And a lot of people always ask me where I found these, and I found them on Etsy. And if you search TwotheMoonCo, you find a lot of her script stickers. And these are perfect if you have terrible handwriting like me, and if you just want something quick and easy. I do recommend getting the script stickers that are see-through so that you don't have this white backing. I like them see-through so that the page shines through and you can still see the grid or the dots from your bullet journal or your Hobonichi or whatever you're writing in, because I don't like the white backing. So that's just a little tip from me to you. There's one more sticker brand I have to mention. They're always here in my Hobonichi Weeks. This brand is called Velvety Ink. You can also find them on Etsy. And this girl, I think, sells these really cute mini icon stickers. And I love them so much. As you can see, I forgot to use them and I got stashed, so I should really start using them more. But for example, I use these for all of my nail art appointments because, as you can see, I love getting my nails done. And I also use these money stickers to keep track of my income. And I have this tax sticker because I'm a business entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur, period. And so I have to do taxes every 3 months. So I love making sure that I don't forget with these stickers. And these are so cute. They're so small, so you can keep them in this little pouch of the Hobonichi clear cover, and then you can bring them along. And I love them, and I wanted to share that with you. Next up is this Stogy Notebook. It's an A5 size, and I never really knew what to expect by Stalogy, but oh wait, it's upside down. I realized I really like this brand. The paper is amazing. You guys have seen this notebook before. I use it to study Korean, but what I really love about this notebook is it's very simple. It's quite flexible, maybe a little too flexible, but I guess if you have like, you know, a backpack, it's nice that it's flexible because then you can toss it in and you can kind of wiggle it around to create some space. And who doesn't love space? So anyway, I really love this notebook. The paper is quite smooth. It's very nice to write on. As you can see, I have a lot of written words here. This is the Hangul, so that's the Korean alphabet, and I stuck some alphabet stickers in here so that I can remember what everything is for easy access and learning. My handwriting is sometimes really ugly, especially when I take quick notes, and then it's just really nice to have something that I don't have to decipher, because sometimes I look at my old school books or notebooks and then I'm like, what is even in here? I don't even know what I wrote. It's a miracle I survived in school because I don't know what I wrote. Anyway, I tried a lot of pens in here, and what I like the most, so for clarity, this Stalogy notebook is one of my stationery faves because the paper is so nice. And then if we're talking about stationery faves, you can tell that I've been trying out a lot of pens in here. And one of my favorite pens to write with are these Sarasa pens. These are the vintage color ones. And I basically like every color, and I try to switch them up, and they write so nicely on Stalogy paper. So I don't think you necessarily need the vintage color, but just a gel ink roller ball by Sarasa, and this is the 0.5 millimeters? Yep. That one writes like a dream, especially when you have small handwriting like me. As you can see, my handwriting is quite small. It's not that big. I can have big handwriting, but depends on what kind of pen I'm using. So on this side, you can see that I used some green marker to underline certain words that the teacher was explaining. And I did that with these click art pens. So I really like these because they are basically markers, but then in the shape of a pen. So they're quite thin. And so if you don't really like the thickness of a regular schmegular marker, you probably really like this, because if you're studying, it's really nice to be able to quickly underline. So for example, if I want to underline this, see, so smooth. And I really like that they're clickable. Yeah, I'm that type of person who will be like the whole lesson long. So, you know, be aware that if you give me a pen, I will the whole day. So, thank God I just study at home and I don't bother anyone. But my mom used to want to murder me if I had a clicky pen. And there I go. I have a shit ton of click art pens. So I really wanted to share these with you, because if you're a student or you're learning something and you need to underline things, then boy, you will love this. It does depend on which color you use. So this is like the light purple, and I do really prefer softer shades because my brain does not like the really neon-y shades. So these are a little too light. This is a green one. Couldn't even really see what I wrote there. But I like how they look on the page and they glide over the page so effortlessly. And if we're talking about pens to finish this favorites video off, there's one more Sarasa pen that you've seen in almost all my videos. And this is the Sarasa Mark on 0.5 milliliters. Sorry, not milliliters, but millimeters. And this one dries quite quickly, so that if you want to, you can use a marker over it, which I do in my bullet journal all the time. So yeah, on Tomo River paper, this one also dries quite quickly. So if you're someone who is a little impatient and you smudge your pen all the time, this one might be a lifesaver. They have blue, red, and black, and I always use the black one. And of course, my always trusted mild liners by also Zebra Sarasa. I really like their pens apparently because I have a shit ton of them, but I love how soft these colors are. You also have the ones that are more neonish or like actual neon and super, super bright. But as you know, I don't like super bright colors. So yeah, ow, crap. I just threw something over, sorry, excuse me. But yeah, I bought 2 sets. Or was this one set? No, I think 2 sets. I think they came 4 on 4. So yeah, I bought all the soft shades because I like to use these for my habit trackers and marking things without irritating my eyes and brain because they're not too bright. So if you love softer, yeah, if you like softer shades on the page, if you like softer shades on the page, you will love these. So for example, in my Hobonichi Weeks, you have seen them here on the sides. I use them as the background for all my trackers. And the shades are awesome. I love them. And I gotta say, these mild liners are so good. I love them so much that they replaced my Tombow brush pens that I bought because Lindsay Scribbles was using them for a very long time and recommending them. So I got a few of these softer shades that she recommended. And I still love these, but the mild liners are easier to use. So I will get back to these one day. I just am now on a mild liner kick. But just so you know, these used to be my favorites for every day. And if you still like these, please use them because they're great. Don't just buy something new because you see it here. If you love it, and you use it till it's done. So one day I will get back to these, but not today. So last but not least are these Schneider fountain pen inks. And this one is in apricot. This one is in blush. And then this one is in lilac. You may notice the theme. It's all muted and it's all very soft. I like soft muted colors to write with. My eyes and my brain love it so much. These Schneider ink cartridges for fountain pens are very, very affordable. I think they were under $3 each. And they come with 6 cartridges. And don't let the cartridge shade fool you. So it looks very concentrated. See, it looks very, very red. Wait, hold up. Let me focus for you. See, they look very, very red, but on the page they're just so soft. So I currently have my favorite fountain pen on at the moment. Jeez Louise. It's Sunday, babes. Anyway, this is my favorite fountain pen at the moment. This is a Kaweco Student pen, and this is a German brand. So it's kind of funny that I separately found these ink cartridges by Schneider because these are German as well. So yeah, this is the Student fountain pen by Kaweco, and it's such a nice pen. It's not too heavy. It fits my hands perfectly. My hands are not that big, and I don't like it when a fountain pen is too heavy. So right now, I think I have the color apricot in here or blush. Let me check. Let's open this notebook and write a few words. So this is the Stalogy again, and I have to say I don't like how fountain pens behave on the Stalogy paper. But yeah, this fountain pen, it's quite affordable. And I've noticed that on the Stalogy paper, it depends on what kind of ink you use, how well it behaves. How are you? So apparently Schneider ink does not feather on Stalogy paper. So let me zoom in for you. Do you see how beautiful that ink is? That looks gorgeous. It's not too in your face, but it's also not too soft. And then as you can see, this is a different kind of fountain pen ink. I think this was a Japanese fountain pen ink, and that was a little bit more watery, and that didn't really behave on Stalogy paper. As you can see, it was very, very much feathering, and I was annoyed. So yes, these are my mid-year stationery favorites. I hope you liked watching and that it gave you some ideas on products that you can use, enjoy, and love. There's a variety of things here, but do know that everything I showed you are things that I actually use every day. So they might not be like fancy or super expensive or trendy, but I tend to go for things that really make me happy and really make me want to use all my notebooks and planners and journals. And these items really do that for me. So if you like this video, definitely thumbs up and tell me which stationery item you would recommend us. And I'm saying us because there's other people watching, and we love sharing our thoughts, experiences, and recommendations. So drop it down below. Recommend us one stationery item that you think we should really buy. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see the next video. I usually post on Sundays. And in the meantime, stick to your plans. I love you. Goodbye.